All right, what is up, everybody? We are back once again with another Helldivers 2 video. Big update day today. Helldivers have just dropped their patch notes, bug fixes. We're going to be going over that in this video, as well as some mini leaks as well. We are giving away copies of Helldivers every single video. All you have to do for a chance to win is leave a comment on this video, like the video, and obviously subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. And yeah, let's jump into it. So starting up over on the Reddit, someone actually has made a 3D printed version of, I guess, like the Stratagem bracelet. As you know, you actually input it on the little ball that you have, but this guy is actually looks like he's put a Elgato Stream Deck on his arm, which is pretty cool. Coming up next, there has been a leak for the up-and-coming Warbond. You guys have probably seen the trailer for the next Warbond. It looks like it's going to be 3 pages. And it's going to have, obviously, the crossbow, the new pistol, and yeah. I think my favorite still is the armor, which I mentioned in one of my other videos. It basically makes you look like some bomb defusal expert, and I just love the look of it. Now, this has actually been leaked before, but a lot of you may not have seen it. So there is a new stratagem coming in the game, which is basically a carpet bombing run. And if you don't know what a carpet bombing run is, take a look at this. Yeah, so you can see the sheer amount of bombs that a carpet run actually drops. I feel like this is going to be definitely one of the more stronger stratagems to use, mainly for just clearing out bugs, but the wide area that it covers is definitely going to be beneficial as well. So moving on to the actual patch notes, it looks like we're getting, I guess, some buffs. But yeah, good day, citizens of Super Earth. A new patch to aid you in your efforts coming in. May Super Earth give you courage. Today's patch is dealing with the spawn rate of heavily armored Terminids enemies, as well as the possibility to play against them. It also contains some fixes to UI elements and crash fixes. Right, so starting off with the first big chunk, we're talking about balancing. The amount of heavily armored targets that spawn on higher difficulties, especially for Terminids, have been a big discussion point online and internally. The intent is for groups to have to bring some sort of anti-tank capability, but not to the degree previously needed. So if you're not aware, this has happened to me personally as well. If you're playing against Terminids on like the higher difficulties, like Helldive and like difficulty 7, I think, and above, they'll literally go to this point where they'll just keep spawning and spawning. And I don't know if it's well, obviously it was a bug, but you'll just get constant Bile Titans, constant charges, and it's honestly just unplayable. So the fact that they're fixing this now is extremely good. So to that end, we have reduced the spawn rates of charges and Bile Titans on difficulty 7 and up. In addition, we have reduced the risk and spawn spikes of charges and Bile Titans. And this is one thing I've noticed as well. Whenever the Bile Titans or charges did spawn, they would obviously spawn together, and it would be super frustrating. You would have basically 2 Bile Titans spawn and then 2 charges spawn at the same time. And if you didn't take them out quick enough, they would honestly just keep spawning and spawning. And it would just be like this infinite loop of just Bile Titans and charges on your screen. I don't know if you guys have seen the screenshot flying around on Reddit of the dude. He's literally fighting 10 Bile Titans. It's freaking crazy. So they say, please note that we have changed the distribution of enemy types, not reduced the difficulty. Expect other enemy types to appear in greater numbers instead. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with the little peon bugs, but having 5 charges and 3 Bile Titans run at me is just unfair, to be honest. At least I think. We are humbled by the community's ability to find things like charges leg meta in our game. However, spending your heavy anti-tank weapons on legs instead of the obvious weak point seems to counter expectations. So I don't know if they're like sort of hinting, they're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't shoot the leg and shoot the back weak point. Now, I get that the back of the charger is the weak point, so maybe they just want us to shoot that instead. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just giving us some helpful advice. We're not changing anything regarding the charger's legs. We are, however, lowering the health of the charger's head. It should now be a point where a well-placed shot from a recoilless rifle or a EAT 17 instantly kills a charger. So what they are saying now is they do not want you to use railguns against chargers. There is a new meta. They want us to shoot chargers in the head with a rocket launcher now, and they said that should kill it. So yeah, I don't know. Do some testing in game. Let me know what your thoughts are, if it's actually worth bringing like these recoilless rifles and the disposable rockets. Because when I first started the game, this was literally all I used was those rockets until I got railgun, obviously. Together with the unfortunate undocumented change of the last patch, the increased armor penetration ability of less well-placed shots for the EAT-17s and recoilless rifle shots, charges should now be easier to handle by well-equipped groups. So they obviously want us to use the rockets more because they're buffing them. Gameplay. So the electronic countermeasures operation modifier, which had a chance of giving you random stratagems instead of the one you input, has been removed in order to be reworked. So this may clear up a lot of stuff. For the longest time, I was confused why when I would sometimes use my stratagem, it would do a different one. And it looked this way with a lot of the community as well, especially when I was playing with randoms. They would basically just throw down the wrong stratagem, obviously, because they would just be throwing it on top of us. And then I sort of realized that there was obviously the planet modifiers as I leveled up more, played the game more. But it still seemed to be a running issue with players in my groups not looking at the stratagem, I guess, like electronic countermeasure thing. So yeah, it's cool that they're fixing it. They said the modifier wasn't communicated clearly enough and overall caused more frustration than excitement the way it was currently implemented. The change was made in 1.0.100 but intentionally omitted from the patch notes. Fixes. So the fixed a missing text on the HUD UI elements, fixed several subtitle voiceover mismatches in the news videos, fixed various crashes and occurred mid-gameplay and when deploying to missions. So there is some known issues that comes with this patch. The game crashes when attempting to use a stim while in an exosuit. Okay. Pink artifacts may appear in the sky when setting off large explosions. Automaton dropships seamlessly disappear and slides in after being shot down. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Whenever you shoot down a dropship, it just slides through the map. Shots from arc-based weapons may not count towards kills in post-mission stats. Players cannot unfriend other players befriended via friend code. Cross-platform friend invites might not show up in the request tab. Players may be unable to select the loadout or return to ship when joining a multiplayer game session via a PS5 activity card. The exosuit can destroy itself with rockets while turning. So I was actually going to make a video on this later today, but they've addressed it. So if you're in a exosuit and you're turning and you shoot your rockets at the same time, you will kill yourself. It's probably the most annoying bug. You know it's happened when you fly out the back of your exosuit. So if you're in an exosuit, you're turning at the same time you're shooting rockets, it will blow up the exosuit instantly. So if you're firing rockets, make sure you are not moving. Trust me. The text chat box display is obstructed by the cinematic letterboxing during extraction. Also, but yeah, that's been the patch notes. I just want to quickly remind you guys as well, we are giving away copies of Helldivers. All you have to do is leave a like on this video, leave a comment on this video, and subscribe with bell notifications on. But yeah, if you guys didn't know as well, you can actually nade the towers in the illegal broadcast side missions and it will instantly complete it. So I thought that was just a quick tip to basically make these go extremely quicker. As well, we haven't had a major order in a while, and I think the Reddit is sort of rioting, waiting for our boy Joel to give us our major order. Someone has actually made this really, really amazing, I want to call it like pixel art, but I'll just call it a really nice animation of the Helldivers looking over like this burning automaton base. Someone has recreated the everything is fine meme with a Helldiver. Also, this is a quick personal service announcement. So after chargers do a charge, you can damage their legs with a normal gun. So this is just a quick tip. It looks like they are making chargers easier to kill. After they've done a charge and they've finished the animation, you can damage their legs with a what looks to be a normal armor penetrating gun. But yeah, that's pretty much been the update for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed as well. Come and join us over in the Discord. We are giving away copies to people in the Discord who are actively chatting in the Helldivers chat. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in my next video. Peace.